Good afternoon and welcome to this sacred and quiet space just for you and me to chill, to relax, and take that conscious breath. So I invite you to breathe deeply and calmly with me. So just being there with yourself. So hopefully you're in a place where you won't be disturbed for a little while. For you to fully tune in to your magnificent self. So, breathing in the oxygen, the crystalline atoms, all nourishing you, and breathing out the tensions. And just feeling yourself relax the more you breathe. Feeling your body within just tingling in delight at this attention, just feeling all this energy. I always imagine, as I breathe, a figure of 8, just consciously connecting me with the earth below and the cosmos above, which you're always connected to. But it's like you're bringing everything together now, just simply by breathing. And feeling your body, how it responds to the breath, to the attention. And sometimes when I do the breathing, I get so heavy here. That's the heart space. So then I know that I have to physically focus on this. And from frontwards to backwards, I will breathe through my heart. Just giving it special attention. You can imagine your breath as your loving embrace. It's that divine part of you. Consciousness that's always within and without. Just embracing you and loving you. So saying that, just imagine you're expanding your heart to as big as yourself. So it's like you have suddenly become within your heart. It's like the heart needs a lot of attention at the moment, a lot of love. And then you can consciously be aware of your mind, body, and spirit coming together in a harmonious alignment. So the energy of body, mind, and spirit coming together to be reunited in this wonderful dance. So you can just feel yourself as your heart, just totally relaxing. You're just going to continue feeling this because it does feel very like solid and cold, whereas it would be wonderful if it felt warmer and more flexible. So that just means for me that just a little more breathing into the heart space, backwards and forwards, and releasing all those tensions that build up. Every time we are interacting with the world out there and we receive a sort of a shock, we go, and we stop our breath. It has an effect on our heart. And if it has an effect on our heart, it has an effect on everything. So today is definitely Heart Maintenance Day. You can imagine yourself also just embracing your heart. So it's the divine part of you and the human part of you. Just embracing everything, because we are going through so much. So much. Today actually is the last day of a 20-day upgrade we've been going through. You can call it maybe a seasonal thing, according to the Mayan calendar, where we are literally now bringing in heaven, which is us within, on earth. So you will have probably felt the enormous strength of the light coming in. Even the Schumann resonance has been going crazy. So you know that the magnetics of Earth and within us, they respond. Respond in the way that they are literally changing our biology, your genetics, your DNA, rewiring your brain, your whole nervous system, blood, organs, everything is going through a complete transformation. But it's happening gradually so that you don't just explode. You'll probably have felt tired, lazy, maybe brain fog. But that's all part of this transformation. And it just means to chill out more. Give yourself a break. Take that extra nap. Rest. No matter what anybody else says. Okay, maybe you have to go to work and earn your living. But after that, just chill. You're number one. If we don't look after ourselves, you'll find that your symptoms will be worse. And that's only purely telling you, slow down, stop. But another thing what's happening, and I think lots of people don't really realize it, as multidimensional beings, we live on a parallel universe. So all our lives ever lived, we're living them now, literally, in this now moment. So from beginning of time to now, there's so many of us. Playing these roles, and sometimes they can be roles from the past and sometimes from the future. Sometimes on Earth, being either the victim or the aggressor, or galactic. And that's just your human roles. And each human role has a divine self, a higher self. So why it is so exciting now to live is because we have the opportunity to bring it all back. All those lives, thousands of them, they're all coming back into this one vessel, physical vessel, your physical vessel. All of them. It's a tremendous amount what's happening. The mind probably couldn't imagine, even go there. But we feel it. And what a lot of people are going through, and maybe yourself, is we're becoming sick, very sick, disease of the body. Lots of diagnosis as in autoimmune disease that they can't treat, they don't know how. Terminal illness. But what I want you to understand, it's not you, it's not this body, it's not you. So Barbara, it's not Barbara now. She's not done anything wrong. What's happening? Some of these roles we play in other lives, the roles where we were broken, shattered, probably from torture, from shock, from just feeling unloved, separated, alone. And even in the, let's say, the oppressor roles we've played, where the thoughts are only on the power and the money and not about yourself, It's like we lost spirit, we lost wellness, love. And as these roles are coming back into the physical body, they're coming back broken. And it's this that is showing up in your physical body. It is, let's say the cause is some other role, some other person that's coming back to you now. And in this respect, it is so essential you focus on loving yourself, because it is because of the lack of love, the lack of spirit, the lack of feeling whole, the lack of knowing, the lack of being magnificent, is when disease happens. And if you think about it, autoimmune is when you attack yourself. It's like when you become the enemy because you don't know yourself. So what you have to do is love yourself, give yourself attention, rest up, focus on your dream, your grand dream of embodying everything and birthing new earth. So being able to live in a world of unity and harmony. See, that's the focus. The focus shouldn't be on the disease which is coming up in your body and the diagnosis, and everybody's talking about it. The symptoms and the pain. And yet the pain is there and the symptoms are there for you to recognize. So we recognize that they are aspects of us coming back to be welcomed home. Not to be fought. And it is this resistance of the autoimmune, the fight. So no fight. So embrace everything you're going through, because let's call this integration what's happening. We're integrating all of ourselves into this now moment, into this now vessel. With one purpose, and that is to fulfill your destiny this lifetime. Now, the human doesn't know if you're going to die later today or tomorrow or next month or in 20 years' time. But your divine self knows, and you can trust this, that it's okay. And in the meantime, embrace yourself, embrace everything that you're going through. So even disease, because it's not who you are, it's just part of the integration, the settling back home. And I promise you, the more you love yourself and integrate, accept, stop the fighting, your body will open up and literally become one. And goodbye autoimmune disease or whatever disease it is. Maybe it is going to be your time or my time to die. You see, we've pushed death away so much. We don't like it. We've done everything we can to avoid it. But we have to embrace this too, knowing that it is purely a transformation of spirit. But if you're like me, you will know. You will have like an innate instinct that you're going to be okay, and you're on a mission. You're going to live quite a few more years, so it's important. Feed yourself love, good food, good people, good wine. And just allow it all to happen and not fight it. I'm reading so many people now, also spiritual teachers, that are suddenly getting diseased and they can't do anything and they're going crazy. What to do? But it is to embrace what you have and keep the focus of where you want to go, your grand dream. That is also the clue. So integration is a big thing. So we're not only integrating the light, which is your higher self from this lifetime and all your lifetimes, so magnificent you are, but all the human roles and galactic too. Everything's coming back now. And it's taking toll. So for years now, I ought to be taking it easy, and you get more sensitive. The more light you carry, the more you're integrated. And one day you'll know, when you're fully embodied, everything becomes much lighter. But then for always, not just glimpses. So we're still breathing and we're still embracing our heart. Yes, this physical heart's going through a lot. Completely changing too. All the energetic and magnetic dynamics. But it's magnificent. It's a miracle itself because it's all happening without us doing anything. So grand you are. Oh, I feel so warm now. And of course, if there's anything that you need an answer to, you just have to be clear on your question. Is there something in particular you need to help yourself more with? Pay attention to? You see, remember, your love, the light you are, it cures everything. So I would say in 98% of all the disease we are having, we can cure ourselves through this integration and embodiment. But there is always that 2% of all genetic disease that is a fundamental part of your incarnation now, something that your spirit or soul needs to go through, which might end with an earlier death. But whatever happens, embrace the fact that it is for your best interest. You can't do anything right or wrong. You'll always catch yourself up and take the next right step. And just knowing that, it's like, I don't have to worry. My journey is just perfect. So just spending just a few last minutes just embracing this heart that's going through so much. And if you feel your heart, you can feel, as I do now, that it's more relaxed and fluid and definitely warm. So just be conscious of the support that Earth gives you, anchors you, and the support from the cosmos, what the skies give you, the breath, the air. And all three together, so the cosmos, you, and the Earth, together as one breathing, living, essential magnificence. Here on an incredible journey, bringing in unity and harmony. So as we allow ourselves to relax the body and understand everything, so we will be okay with whatever happens to us. As we relax, we automatically attract and bring in more and more of this feeling. And not only for us, what we do for ourselves, we do for all humanity. And humanity really needs it right now. And one other thing, what anybody else chooses, it's okay. Remember, there's lots of misinformation out there. Tune in with yourself. Ask that question, what is true for me? Is this good for me? Is this affecting me? Have this great relationship with yourself. Become your own best friend. Talk, and you will know everything what you need to know for you. And remember, everybody's different. We've all different journeys, different destinies. I feel very much lighter now. So I thank you so much for joining, for being magnificent you, for loving yourself so much, for allowing everything that goes on to be okay, to not fight it. You'll know exactly what your body needs to get well. Until the next time, remember your magnificent self.